Yeah, it's not only interesting. Actually, it's academically, if you want to measure growth of a civilization, we measure it on the point of entertainment. The quality of entertainment shows the cultural growth, the humanity. No, like music, art, sculpture, they are main things. Also, entertainment, like before you see people using bullfights and more physical fights and enjoying the Greeks and Romans, you can see the culture where the the way people enjoying life. Slowly it becomes very sophisticated now. Now almost like we see people like in space science kind of, like space people with the mask and this and that, so nobody can get hurt and very cultured. So art is sculpture, music. It shows the mind of the civilization itself, mass scale. So each generation chooses its entertainment methods and expressions in which so each 10 years, 5 years or generation, you see that music changing, art style changing, fashion changing. So it shows and sculptures changing. Now you see the AI, artificial intelligence, giving wings to your imagination. So whatever you can imagine, at least you can see. A dog driving a spaceship. Before it was very difficult. You can find this art in Dali. Dali? Where he is combining two elements together, like watch, tiger, others mixing it. And it was considered, wow, like an art by hand in this imagination. Now, artificial intelligence can do algorithm and copy his style and present to you. So this is giving a lot kind of. Also this I see in the games pixel art, like you just need to see it's a human, a box and two legs and two hands, and they are enjoying shooting, playing games and going through it. Pixel art. So this pixel art has cannot be imagined by others. Yes, I saw it in the village where you are thread, no? So you are making design on sweaters with pixel arts, different graphs design. And my mother used to have this pixel art. I saw the book of making crochet design of the clothes and sweaters, and they will different colors and they will make like a pixels dot dot dot, and that was useful to weave a design and pattern over the clothes. Pixel art. But now this pixel art everywhere they are using in games in young generation very much fond of computer generated, like box. So this way, or the art, you can see that now the zoom art, like you are not painting, but you are creating one painting like this painting. And I can create, if you zoom here on this, you enter in this and inside and inside and inside and inside, different kinds of arts, digital arts. So the music, entertainment, it's a good idea to, if you want to make a balance, like the two generation can listen one music. That's the intermingling. That's, but it shows that deep down they are enjoying, and you, if you are also enjoying together, pacing. Unless you pace, you cannot lead. So if you cannot listen music with them, what else you want to talk about? Something you need to do together. And if you want to do together and pass on the civilization, knowledge, and culture and mixing it together, then you need to do something together. Pottery, art, painting, music, or come with fusion, give them idea to mix with two. okay, 5 minute song, 5 minutes from my choice, 5 minutes from your choice, mix them together, create some. So this way, yes, art, very good idea of the Pavel. That these are the mirrors
But
of civilization.
but before we had different topics for today. Sorry.
Today, but yeah, this is topic of next time. Yeah, we will come out about it in a very broad scale. Here we are again coming to Jenny. Jenny has different ideas. She says that a happy home is a very practical idea. Rather than going in a vast the mirror of civilization and art and music and sculpture and compare and talk about it, let's be practical at home.
Well, I think
Dissolving
it's yeah. I think it's important to integrate art and music into children to have a happy home. I sit and when I babysit my grandson, and I start babysitting him at 2 one day a week, we sit and draw, and then we use colors, and then we build with magnets. And at first he'd say, "Nanny, help me." So I'd help him build with the magnets. Now he said, "I'll do it myself." And he's 3. So now he's building these sculptures. So I mean, I don't really know how that's affecting his brain, but it he's taken responsibility that he can do it. And that's what's really important. Also, I tell these stories to my grandkids called the Hoodly Doodly Monster. And I want their creativity to be supported because when I started organizations, after school organizations, because they didn't have art, some of these children couldn't even think about, they said, "Tell me what to do." And I said, "No, you need to create it yourself." So with my grandchildren, I tell them, the story of the Hoodly Doodly Monster. Then I'll say, "What journey do we want to take today?" So we're going to go to space. And we're going to go to space and get seeds for the future to bring peace on earth. So then they bring the seeds back and they spread the seeds, and the seeds grow these special trees that resonates an energy that brings peace on earth. That's the kind of stuff that I work with my grandchildren with. Well, and my children, I did that too. So I think art, like, that was an interesting thing to bring up because it supports children's imagination, which is fun. We go back to fun, having fun with children. But I think the most important thing with raising a happy family is to have 2 happy parents, to have the right combination of the masculine and feminine. And sometimes people get married too young and they're not ready. Of course, my grandfather was Irish. He was a wild Irishman. And he said, "You're never too young if it's the right one, and you're never old enough if it's a wrong one." He was a hoot. We used to say the McDermott dance because when he'd get mad, he'd do an Irish jig, literally. Anyway, so what I've noticed is if the parents are on the same connection and they're happy and they take time to build their relationship, that actually affects the children. And I realized in my relationship, by removing myself from a dysfunctional environment, I gave my children permission to do that too, and to not copy that pattern. Because everything's a pattern kind of in life.
Yeah. In a way, yes. If you are not fully conscious and creating new pattern in the moment, you are copying it.
Right. Right.
So very
So
simple. If you're not creating it, you are copying it from somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's kind of the role models.
Jenny, right now I just got a glimpse because when we started the project, like me and Pavel, and I got the idea, we make it like we will create a solution to resolve generation conflict, analyze victim with our own mind, like a man way. that as an engineer that we will give a mechanistic solution to a real problem. Develop AI and list like this, no? With the simple logic. But right now, when I was listening and Happy Home, what I was listening that you are putting emphasis differently. Fun. So if we, rather than we calling it that we are developing a model which can reduce generation conflicts, and if we say positively that how to have fun with all the generations, everyone, doesn't matter what age, positively speaking, it
Yes.
already means conflict resolved. So, and it gives a creative ideas to think that how we can have fun rather than thinking that we are going to resolve something which already an idea that we have a problem. No. So that's right now, just right now, it just came in my mind that why not we will change the whole group definition. How to have fun, like develop an intelligence, rather positively inducing person to think, developing an intelligence so that you can have fun with all generations, all age kind of. And if we can give it a measurement calibration of intelligence, like you can say it can be social intelligence, it's also emotional intelligence, many, all kinds of intelligence involved into that. So a degree of fun is a close parameter.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
me and you together, for sure, we are talking. But we can talk very seriously or many different ways. But if we are having fun, that means really we are resolving, our conflicts are resolved. We don't have any conflicts because we are having fun too. So that's like happy home or fun in home or fun in any areas. Like now we are focusing on home, but if we broaden the point of view that rather than thinking that we have a problem, we should resolve it, like an Eastern way of thinking, no? Like having a positive way of direction, less the degree of fun is already can be a parameter to measure the resolving conflicts. Very nice. Just thinking differently. Like
Yeah.
same thing, but putting differently.
Yeah. Turn my phone off. Yeah. And I think the parents are the first combination, that are working together, because I look at my son and his wife, and they have a bubble machine they run in their house, and the kids are playing with the bubbles right in the house. Now, I wouldn't have done that, because I'm from a different generation, and you keep the house clean, and they'd blow bubbles and the kids are running around having fun. They're all about fun, and their kids are very social. They go up and talk to anyone. They don't have insecurities. And I think it's because the parents give them a lot of power, but at the same time, boundaries also. And I found this too, when kids get into a negative where they're talking in a negative sense, I always say, do you really want to say that? Because a lot of times people aren't conscious of what they're saying. And if you just gently bring it to their attention, do you really want to say that? They actually think about what they just said.
Yeah, because many a time it's just a fashion show. They go to attend, watch some movie, fashion show. There they like some style or some new slang or new way, and they just like to enjoy it. Like they don't mean to say it, but they are say it or do something like this. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this, if you notice, the first time this behavior, it works in the very first time rather than allowing it to become a pattern. If you can make them conscious in the very first time, but not in a sarcastic way, but just in a bringing awareness to that point. And if they notice, oh, they really did not mean, but they are just having like fun or wanted to copy, just like this. Yeah, good ideas.
Yeah. Well, and that's what adults do. I'll have people come up and say things to me, and I'll say, I cancel that. And they'll look at me. And I thought, I'm not taking what you're saying into me and accepting that. And so I'm actually showing them where they're observing what they're saying to me. And same way with my children when they'll say things and then, oh, I'm sick. Well, if you keep saying that, you will be, honey. Say, get up in the morning and say, it's a great day. I'm healthy, happy. Because affirmations, I think, are extremely powerful.
Affirmations are, yes, powerful to build up a pattern.
Yes.
To build up a pattern, affirmations are powerful. Yeah, alone, like sometimes also I was suggested, or many people suggest, that you must spend 5, 10, 15 minutes with your children or anyone. Like within 24 hours, you should get. And I was thinking, oh, I should spend 15 minutes with my child every day. And I was thinking, oh, maybe it's kind of a work, kind of like a pressure on my mind. Oh, if I don't do, our relationship will not be good. But just today, if I will think, not like this, that any problem, just think, how can I have fun, 15 minutes of fun with my child? That changes the whole orientation and recalling the intelligence so that you becomes aware to use the present situation and scenario in the benefit of yourself, and not you are looking something extra, but for 15 minutes you are using the same resources to enjoy life. So yes, we need to change the thinking. Now I would like to change the whole thinking of this pulse of wisdom, that it's not a instrument to resolve some kind of conflict, but an instrument to bring more and more fun in life.
Absolutely.
I
But we're
changed
here
today,
for.
you see, Jenny. Listening to you, just the new idea clicked and the whole scenario changing. The pulse of wisdom is just to have, making you capable having fun with any age. Does not
Yes.
matter. And for anybody. With this universal quantifier, we will start this mission now. Changed. Very, very perception changed, the way of thinking changed. And this way we will think, and it's a very positive direction. So it doesn't matter if you have any kind of problem or you are creating a problem, which was not. Like talking to, being with a person, with your own family for 15 minutes, it's becoming a kind of a burden. But if you think about fun, it will open an intelligence, a new way of thinking. And that's where, yeah, like you will learn to, oh, how can I have fun 15 minutes? Let's play a game at least today with him. Let's watch at least a cartoon movie with him. But something like this, then pacing will begin.
Yeah. Pavel, how about you?
Huh?
Do you have anything to bring into this conversation?
I like this idea, yes, to have fun. And it's a source of longevity. The fun.
Yeah, Pavel. Pardon, Pavel. Jenny was asking, what Pavel doing? What Pavel does?
And opposite, not having fun or making something that brings suffering, it's a source, it's a way for disease. So
Yeah, not having fun, you can say the we can say, no, the relationship can also become toxic. So like more toxic, less fun, more fun, less toxic. They are related to each other in any area of relationship. Well, we are shaping the mind very positively. We don't talk about negative, because if you talk about negative, mind starts to think about it.
yes, the fun
Changing
is
the
very important.
orientation changing we say fun, the final remedy, the pain remedier, the fun. No? Anyone can have with anyone, doesn't matter, the age doesn't matter, kind of. So in this way, we give the orientation. So like if somebody thinks of pulse of wisdom, they start thinking, oh, this is our mission, this is our direction, this is our goal.
And to avoid the generation gap, you have to find fun which you can make together.
Yeah, that's awakening the intelligence. No, now you are thinking differently. Before you were thinking, oh, I have to solve a problem. Now you are thinking, oh, this much fun I can have anyway. Let's increase it. Like this much idea, I have to have fun for a few minutes. Let's increase it. Something will come up. Something will come up. The direction is open. You are already intelligent, and everyone is intelligent. If we have a right direction to express this intelligence, we all have it.
And it's look also like a good source of good education. If during the education you have fun, then it's a good education.
Well, sense of humor is anyway indicator of intelligence. Yeah, sense of humor is one of the indicator of intelligence. You can see, like, if very intelligent people, and if you say it's very serious, man's ego is too much possessive about the knowledge person is having. That's why the person is too much serious about it. So it's a sign of intelligence, sense of humor. You are not too much attached to your knowledge.
Well,
And
when
I
you think
also
about
get,
it. Go ahead,
yes, I
hon.
also get one video that said that when you are laughing, you cannot do anything else. I mean, laughing is blocking your other emotions or
Yeah, laughing, and yes, you cannot think and laugh together. When thinking stops, that's what you laugh. Like if you're listening to a joke,
I think Osho did this kind of meditation, 1 hour laughing.
it's
Or
just not
there
one
is
hour, 3 hours,
laughing yoga, I think, yes.
3 hours laughing.
Yeah.
That he used to make intensive 3 hours laughing, 3 hours continuous.
And it's really transcendental practice. Yes.
Practice, yes. Once it begins, it's really is in 1 week. Like if you continue 1 week, 3 hours every day, just laughing.
You know what's weird is I laugh at the absolute wrong times sometimes. So I went to this Qigong thing where you lay down and you're meditating. They play the gongs and all of that, you know. And my friend was laying there, and because her back hurt, she got in a position when I looked up that made me start laughing. So I was holding my face because it was complete silence. It was really serious, which serious doesn't work well with me. I don't look at life seriously. Anyway, at the end of it, I told the woman, I apologized. I said, I'm sorry I laughed. And this guy got up and he said, no, when you started laughing, it shifted the energy. And he said, I started totally relaxing and people got up and said stuff. So there was a reason I laughed during the Qigong silent thing that you weren't supposed to laugh. So I think we just need to lighten up on ourselves. And because immediately I felt really guilty because I laughed, but I couldn't control it. And so everything happens for a reason, right?
So what was the consequence?
There wasn't any that the people actually that were doing the meditation, my laughter, my energy that I put out doing that actually affected the group and shifted the frequency. because I tried to keep it from laughing out loud, but you know how it is, I mean, I did mostly. And it affected them into a place where they completely relaxed because the energy was so heavy because the expectation was serious that
So
people couldn't actually really relax.
your laughter was positively served.
Yeah. So, and at funerals, I have a tendency to do that. I don't know why. And it's not funny, but things will strike me funny and I'll start laughing and everybody around me starts laughing. I don't know how to explain it, but it shifts the energy. So I guess that's the bottom line.
So what else other strategies for your happy home? The fundamental is fun, and having fun can be a challenge.
Yes, depending on your mindset.
Mindset, yes. Because many a time we have a mindset, oh, I cannot talk with this person. We cannot come to an agreement, like judgments.
Mm-hmm.
How to
Well,
handle this?
how to handle that?
Yeah, like judgments already set up. Oh, now we cannot become friends. No, no way. Now we cannot resolve the situation. For me, I use alchemy, very simple way in this kind of situation to change. So I use programming methods because I don't want to get involved in knowing who, how, where. I just see a program like this settled as a belief, oh, I cannot resolve this conflict with my mother, or with my father, or with my sister, or with my wife, or with my husband. No? Like an idea settled already. So I say, oh, so if the person remembering that, we will call it a vicious circle because remembering this is sucking the energy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
And if you try to avoid this, then you need to suppress it with some positive involvement, some side, or some way. But you are involved in this way or that way with the incident. And for us, as a natural language programmer, we just change the mind patterns, no program. So a vicious circle, we can just oppose it, we can change into ever nourishing pattern. Like suppose me and you, for some reason, we fight.
Mm-hmm.
First, suppose, not we will fight, or even we will fight, we have a solution. This solution, which I'm talking about. So if we are fighting in any way and cutting off emotionally to each other or emotionally withdrawn to each other somewhere. So, and there is still transaction to be made, means there is still some emotions to be expressed, and something is residue inside the heart which is not complete. If it is not completed, then we don't want, it is painful. If it is painful, the tendency not to look, not to go. And it may turn to a vicious circle also. We can say it a toxic pattern, a vicious circle. Because whenever I'm going to the past, to that memory, oh, I'm sucked. I'm not nourished. I'm not coming back nourished. If I go to a memory, oh, I was very successful, very nice about thinking about a person, and you come back nourished with the positive emotions. And body reflects that kind of glow in your face, that kind of things in your whatever you are remembering. Because body doesn't know what is true, false, whatever mind imagines for body is true. If you imagine I'm going to die, body will start to die. No?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you imagine, oh, I'm becoming young, body will start to become young. Body will follow whatever you think. It just follows the mind. Can this vicious circle be transformed into a nourishing pattern. Right? The same energy. You remember, now you are sucked. And if we are transformed, then we can check, oh, I remember, oh, but I'm getting new ideas to build the waves together. I'm not getting cut, not getting stuck with emotions, and it's becoming locked. And slowly, emotions accumulating at one place. This can become a tumor, 20 years, 15 years, takes time. Something will accumulate somewhere in the body, no? The basic cause of tumor I found dealing with people, any kind of this kind of extra accumulation, tumor basically, is nothing but just kind of just emotional conflict, but very long patterns, like program made. 20 years, 30 years, 25 years, like this, 35 years, 40 years. And then this cyst, kind of a cyst, like something accumulated and accumulating at one place. This was only and only emotional blocks of this kind of belief systems. Or even I see spondylitis.
Why?
Spondylitis, cervical diseases in the
Cervical?
Yeah, cervical.
Okay.
I call it cervical. Yeah. The cervical diseases, spondylitis, or neck and shoulders, and all these things, they are all these patterns, or emotional conflicts, only emotional conflicts. And we can transform it into a nourishing pattern. So if we can start giving just a direction, for me, it's a program. So I can do programming very easily. But without programming, if someone has to do it by itself, it's just an opening, like thinking about it. A positive affirmation will work here at this point. So if someone can do positive, if you are getting stuck in a relationship with any generation, you are thinking, oh, I don't know how to start communication. I don't know how to spend time together. If I have a time, 20 minutes, what to talk about? And not getting ideas. In this way, if you can do positive affirmation here, very nice. And exactly what you want here, no? You can give an idea, orientation, like positive affirmation, just for orientation for the intelligence, orienting the mind. Think in this way. So if we can say, I found very nice exercise for us. Turning positive to negative, negative to positive. So if you find like a ever nourishing pattern, no, like sucking pattern on whatsoever, and we want to change it to ever nourishing pattern. So if we say, I'm opening to learn, learn to change my vicious circle into nourishing learning patterns, whatever you can put positively, and it starts to work. It will start to work, and you will see that your relationship will start to change, and you will start to get new ideas to communicate, to make a phone call or to buy a cake or what she likes or what he likes. But so many creative ideas will come to start the nourishment. So here, positive affirmation I found it's useful if someone is stuck or not getting ideas, like to have fun. You can also say very positively, like, I'm learning to change whatsoever vicious circle, whatever negative you can put there, to having fun in the same relationship. You can just directly change it, and it's working.
I have a good affirmation for that. Whenever I would get emotional and go into what I call the mud mine, I would say I release emotion to understanding. And I would just keep saying that to where, okay, let me observe this rather than connect with it and see what my part in that situation is. because there's a reason I'm there. There's a reason I'm observing
I'm
this.
opening to learn, find my role in new situations.
Exactly.
So you are giving a direction to the mind and intelligence rather than becoming stuck somewhere.
Right.
That's why I said positive affirmation works very nice for the framing and orientation, basically. Orienting the mind.
Another one of mine is believe with no beliefs. Just believe. Because if you really believe something, you manifest it.
Mind doesn't have any idea, believe or disbelieve. It's whatever ego takes it real. Mind starts to accumulate informations and you work itself to support the ego. The work of mind is to, I believe I am a Christian. Now mind will accumulate informations already. Read the Bible, read other books, find the logic behind it and things. I believe I am a Hindu. Mind will go and find the idea, read the newspaper and find out what is needed to confirm that I am Hindu.
Well, my idea on that is I believe that I'm perfect.
Yeah. But if you say, I believe I'm perfect, then mind will go and find out all the ways to become perfect.
Well, I think we already are. It's just we're remembering we are. How can we come from perfection and not be perfection?
Our perfection is just our idea of imperfection. Like imperfections we can have on many ways, 3 ways. No, like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. Oh, I could have done that in action mode. So in action mode, we become imperfect by our own thinking. Oh, I should have done that. I should have done that. I did not do this. I did not do that. No, whatsoever I am.
It's because they had a belief system. Believe with no beliefs. Belief systems.
That's what I'm saying. Mind has nothing to do. If you want to do something with your ecosystem. If you want to really change the mind, awaken your intelligence. Directly changing the mind is nothing programming. You can only change patterns of thinking.
But you're going to think. I mean, that's what separates us from the animals is they live on intuition and innate knowing, but we can actually think and make choices and decisions. So we can make the world a better place that way if that's our path. The thing is not to try to do something, but just be led. That's what I try to live my life by. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If it pops in, what?
I will rather here, like we are working on relationship, basically. We are working on relationship. We are not focusing only on a spouse relationship, but we are focusing relationship in general, in all the ways. Wherever I am focusing on age difference, basically. This is our focus. But it's a relating. It's a relating in any way. This way, that way, we are opening to learn to relate. We can have a positive dimensions. I'm opening to learn to relate to all age groups. Very simple. Very simple positive affirmation. And here, but just I'm coming from mystical point of view, so I would like to add another dimension.
Right.
Yeah, a dimension for us, we call it outside, like learning to relate outside of the people. And positive affirmation for sure. I'm opening to learn to relate with, if you have problem relating with young generation, you can just say, I'm opening to learn to relate with young generation. No, I'm opening to learn to have fun with young generation. Or if you go in hypnosis method, then you have to give a firm belief to the idea, ego. I am fun maker with children. Something like this. An idea you have to give already, settled idea. But I'm not so much in favor of hypnosis. I am more in changing programs on intelligence level. So that you can be awakened And in awakening, you will have a glimpse of enlightenment and a path which you will really trust. It's coming from inside, intuition awakening. So to open the intuition, we need to open the mind for unknown. And for this unknown, you say, I'm opening to learn this thing. So you are just opening the mind rather than giving any belief. So if someone like to open an enlightenment, you can choose this way, just opening the mind.
Oh, yeah.
If not, if you want to give a pattern, then just give a pattern for positive affirmation.
Mhm.
And if you want to bring confidence, then use hypnosis, directly inculcating an idea into the ego. You are already that. No, just say, I'm perfect. So this is idea. So you can say, oh, you are a perfect fun maker, or you are a very creative person. Then we can give an idea. We have a choice. Like either use hypnosis, either you just use orientation, or just change the program, also reprogram the mind. So, I mean, we can work on intelligence level. Then our device is a little bit different to awaken intelligence to be enlightened. We can also refurbish the ego system by inculcating an idea and belief, counter belief. No?
Don't you feel that intuition is more important than intelligence?
Well,
Because
feeling and not feeling is different, Jenny. It depends on the people capable of handling. Some people, easy for them to follow a pattern of the mind. Some people, for easy to carry a belief in the ego system. And very few people also would like to open to intelligence and awaken that. People living on different levels, no? They are learning on different levels. People learning on instinct level. So instinct level learning is slow, pragmatic. You do it, you feel it, and then you learn it by your body.
But don't you think that all the books that have been written they've gotten their information from somewhere? Because this is the way I see it. All knowledge, infinite knowledge, is floating in the universe. All we have to do is reach up and touch it. And so the reason I say that is because I wrote a song a long time ago, and I never did anything with the song because I had so many kids. And then Michael Jackson wrote the same song. And so because I didn't use it, that came to me, he took it and he put it out there.
Oh, we are thinking like this, Jenny. He did it. I could not do it. I had this channel. I had this idea. I could have done it. Think in a different way. Suppose you have 10 children.
Yeah, but I'm not talking
12
about
children.
that.
You have 12
Yeah.
children. So
My,
if an idea seeping into any of the child to become a scientist or pioneer, you don't bother. Which child will get which idea?
yeah, but that's not what I meant by that.
Oh,
What I
sorry.
meant was everything's already here, and we can choose to bring it through or not, because everything is connected by vibration, by atoms. So, and the reason I gave you that situation was it wasn't about me doing something with the song. It's about the fact that everything is already there. So I will meditate and get information. People say, "Oh, you read such and such book," and I said, "No, I don't really read a lot of books. I get my information from meditation. It just comes to me, or when I'm in the shower, because water is a conduit. When you're in water, that's really powerful to meditate in because of the conduit. So these are things I've been showing that everything's right there anyway. Multi-universes, all of that. So if we can just be relaxed and happy and let it flow through us, because when I observe the animals that I feed outside, they're happy. They live in the moment. They aren't trying to do anything. They're surviving and listening to their intuition. So we have a responsibility as a human being with intellect to observe that that energy is there for us to make the world a better place if it comes to us in the moment. It's like, I don't know, do you get what, am I getting too heavy?
No, I'm listening.
Anyway, it's all there. Where'd you get the book? And people say to me, how'd you write that book? I didn't know I couldn't. If we know we can't, or we know that we can't do something, we won't do it. But if we know that there's no reason, why can't I write a book? As long as we know we can do it, we can do it.
Yeah, that's the no. We are living journey on all the level. We have to use our ego system. We also have to use our mind. We also have to use our intelligence. It is the best if we can use all these three and the body too. In case if some people cannot, then use anyone methods. Like you are not opening to intuition, you cannot feel, you cannot resolve problem. You can learn a dance. But you can learn hatha yoga. You can learn something. So if you go on learning to any physical discipline, tai chi, dao, karate, swimming. So any physical discipline, you will find that slowly it's affecting these three, to mind, to ego, and to intelligence.
Oh, yeah.
So people who don't want to understand anything, just apply a physical discipline. To open to learn a physical discipline.
No? But then their other senses become more intense.
Yeah. Because some people are open to, on the mind level, to explore, to have positive affirmation, to bring changes. They will do on mind level. Some people just want to become being mode, or this way they can choose to be enlightened and fast methods. So everyone is, what I'm saying, that some methods are slow, some are fast, some are very fast.
Oh, yeah.
In understanding and knowledge. According to the speed of the people, they adopt to that. So I'm saying that we can't expect everyone to open to intelligence and enlightenment.
Oh, no. Different paths, different life paths.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We can induce to them better to start from anywhere, from physical discipline, from mental level, or from ego level, or from intelligence level. At any level, we can work, and we can also work on all the levels together. And that's what you are asking, what Pavel was doing. Pavel is doing this. He is creating a place where all these things can be awakened into a person. Creating a space where a person starts to learn and he starts to learn. So he is creating a, we call it pain redeemer.
Why?
If you have pain redeemer, redeem, pain redeemer.
Redeem?
Yeah, redeemer. Like Jesus Christ was a redeemer.
Oh, yeah.
That's why the pain redeemer, not reliever or remover. In the medical, they are pain remover. So we come to the idea of pain redeemer. So it's not only removing, it's enlightening you. So pain can become a cause of enlightenment. How? That's Pavel job. he is giving this remedy to the people. I'm helping him.
Pain. Pain is an emotion. Or it could be from a past life too. Because, I've met people, by being near them, they've done something to me physically in a past life, and my body will react.
Yeah.
And how I remove that is I pat that area, because I've become aware of it now. I pat that area with the focus of release, and it goes away.
Yeah, because Jenny, scientifically speaking, like with logic, with all my logic.
That's why we're so good
I
together.
can prove and measure what I am saying is absolutely true today and yesterday and tomorrow. It will be true. That any emotion, that's how the neuro-linguistic program begins, no, on this point. Any emotional memory will be stored in your body, many places, so that we cannot forget. One part will be the brain, then another part will be in the cell, then another in the neurons, then another will be in the smell, then another will be the visuals. So many ways body stores the memory. But if you can find an anchor in physically, kinesthetically, at any point, that's the best you can delete it for.
Say that again. I didn't really
You can
understand.
delete it forever. Like if you are, like you saw the man, you said, oh, something, there was some physical transaction with this person. So, and then you are sensing one point here pinching, or this area sensational.
Yeah.
Something happening. You can locate it in a physical body. So an emotion located at the physical body, here begins two things: therapy, meditation, all these things. So if you are doing a vipassana, suppose you are doing just meditation and you don't know anything about therapy, and you are countering the situation just directly. It doesn't matter on which life it is. It's not. So any emotion from this life or from previous life doesn't matter. And you are putting a channel breath in the middle. So one, a emotion, yeah, a feeling, and a physical location, a sensation, and a breath pattern. If you can do that, or if anybody can do this, like sitting silently, let any emotion arise, doesn't matter from this life, that life, future life, 100 lives before, 1,000, or from yesterday, or just 10 minutes before. It doesn't matter what, any emotion. If you can locate a sensation, you can delete it. And just by meditation. That's where I saw Vipassana working very nicely here, all breath meditation, detachment. So if you don't want to, like, suppose a new situation, you don't find your role. What is my role here? 20 people. No? So a emotion coming. And with this emotion, you put the breath in the middle, emotion here, breath here, body here. 3, and develop this awareness. Miracle. Miracle.
Yeah.
Miracle forever. Forever rooted, deleted, resolved. Like this will never ever appear in your and intelligence awakening. Bulb will light and lightning will, and you will see, oh, truth is this. Immediately you see, oh, this is the truth. And then it will disappear. And then this problem will also leave for but giving you a wisdom. That is Vipassana way. It's not a water way, detachment way, fully analytical, fully analytical way, not your water way, fully analytical way, detached, observant, and resolving situation.
Well, there's many paths to the same destination, right?
Yeah. For me, best. For me, this best.
Okay.
For me, was sannyasin, detached, watching movie, enjoying, and deleting things.
Absolutely. Yeah. Pavel, you have anything you want to share?
We almost killed all the time. We have 3 minutes, Pavel.
He must be busy. There he is.
No, I'm okay, yes. It's very nice practices, yes, very nice practices of enlightenment. And but you start speaking about the books, and I think that Happy Home have to have the books. But I also remember that yogis don't read any books for many years. Yes.
No, I read, but it's small books. Like I have to give you teachings, so I read one slokas for sure.
One slok.
One sloka, yeah.
And I realized that any book have all answers or all informations for everybody. So it just you have the question, you just open, for example, you open the Gita or you open the Bible and you choose exact answer for your questions. It's a miracle. I mean, yeah. And this is.
And look, I just opened the Gita, and then the slokas opens on the most confidential knowledge. Those who are not faithful in this devotional service cannot attain me, O conqueror of enemies. Therefore, they return to the path of birth and death in the material world. So be devotionally faithful in Lord.
Oh, yeah. It's fun.
So, Pavel, this is the message. Be faithful, devotional service to your project. So, this is what Pavel is working. In one sentence, bringing a device, a method, a technology, a support, a space, whatsoever, to remove your pain.
But also, I today I realize because there's special homes for the adult people, which is owned by government, and usually it's a disaster in any country, and because they don't have any fun, people there don't have any fun. And this is the biggest problem. So
we can come to this idea. I have been also, because of the renovations, home and house concept. Two things, no? House and home. Government can build houses.
Yes, but they cannot create a fun. And the fun is the very important part, as we saw today. It's the major part of good life.
And we are changing the whole orientation, definition of pulse of wisdom.
Okay. Thank you very much.
We are not resolving any generation conflict. We are giving suggestions and opening the mind to how you can have fun with any generation. Children can also learn to have fun, and adults can also learn, parents. So we are inviting child, adult, parent, all three to have fun. If anything coming in the way, we are here to resolve it. Anything. So that's how we conclude.
Yes, thank you very much.
And Charles was here, but I don't know. He came, he left. Invite some other person. Yeah. So see you next Wednesday.
Namaste.
What will be the topic? What is the topic?
Pablo, you came up with the next topic. What was it?
Yeah, the entertainment, art and entertainment.
Was that it?
Art and entertainment. My art, music, entertainment. I mean the culture, the cultural.
Creativity. Yeah. That's our history is creativity.
So our topic will be cultural participation or what? Cultural evolution or what we say, participatory cultural evolution. Don't you like the word? Participatory cultural evolution.
It's very scientific, you know.
Yeah, I
Very
know.
scientific. My mind is like
Simplify,
this.
simplify.
2, 2, 2, 4. It should be exactly that, but I'm thinking.
Let's think about it. We can message each other.
Okay,
Yes.
so post on the group. For my side,
Yeah.
is participatory. What I said, I forgot. Participatory cultural evolution. So